Hello everybody. Welcome to another day of live art. This is my dog Chip. He's a good boy. Hello to whoever just joined. This is my dog. His name is Chip. He's my baby. He's 13 and he's a little particular at times. Say hi to everybody, Chip. Hi. Okay, Mommy's gonna put you down. Okay, go on. Anyway, hi. Welcome to art today. Hope everybody's excited to get started. I might wait a few more seconds till some more people join in. So today, we're gonna be doing these little monsters. I love monsters. If you've ever been to City Museum, Art City, it's one of the things I love to do is make little monsters. Everybody seems to like them and gets the creative juices flowing to use your imagination, and imagination is super important. So, what you're gonna need, I posted it in the description of this video. But what you're going to need is cardboard, scissors, Sharpie marker, crayons, colored pencils, one paper clip. I hope you have a paper clip because you need one paper clip. And pliers. I have two. You can have one. I use two pliers because it's easier to maneuver everything. Me. Hot glue. I'm going to use hot glue today. I wonder if staples would work. Staples might work. And I don't know if I said scissors, but scissors. Okay, and colored pencils. This is to color your cardboard creature. Anyway. So what you're going to need is the cardboard first. So I have a pizza box because we're at home, so we're trying to think of things to make with stuff we have at home. And this is my pizza box that I had from the other day. So you're going to take the pizza box, put the pencils aside, this out of the way. Don't forget to plug in your hot glue gun also, so it can be getting nice and warm while you're doing all these extra things, right? So here's this one also that I did. Now normally I would have one of these little brads right here to be able to move your little arm or leg or wherever you want to put it, but I do not have brads here, so we're going to use the paper clip for that. Okay, so for those of you just joining, making little monsters, cardboard monsters. Mine's out of a pizza box. So you're going to draw a shape on it. You want it to be big, but you want to have space so that you can cut out like your eyes, your mouth, your arms, your whatever you want to put on it. I love to put horns on my monsters, as you can tell. Even my little painted monsters, a lot of them have horns, antennae, things like that. So, we're going to draw. Let's see, I'm going to draw a shape on here, and then I'll show you all what shape I'm going to draw. A lot of times I just go for it and I just cut out whatever. But today I think I'm just gonna, you know what I base it on. I base my body shape on like a jelly bean or a bean or a kidney or something like that. Kind of looks like that. If you look, most of my little creatures look like that. Okay, so you're gonna make the body. Just the body itself. So I don't know if you can see how I've drawn that. I'll draw it with a colored pencil. Maybe that'll be a little easier for you all to see. So let's see. Give me a bright colored pencil. Actually, no. Take that back. I'm going to draw it with my Sharpie marker because that's normally what I do. So Sharpie marker and go over. So my Sharpie don't run out. Go over your line that you drew. Right here. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. Okay. here. All right. Now, can you see that now? That looks better. Okay, so draw your body. My suggestion would be to color it first because that way you have more space and you won't get the colors or your colored pencils or whatever kind of coloring mechanism you have on your table. So, I'm going to start with some blue because, well, no, maybe I'll do some pink. You know, I like pink. I'll do some pink. Pink. So, I'm going to color my little creature. If you're using crayon, maybe maybe you might want to wait on this part of it. You might want to wait until you are completely done hot gluing all your little pieces on before coloring because wax will not hold your hot glue on. I forgot about that. So maybe I'll just do it this way first. Let me just stop coloring so we can go through it. All right, so, sorry, hot glue strings all over me. Okay, so, scissors, and then you're going to take some of your cardboard and you're going to start cutting shapes. Think about like how you want your arms, what have you. This pizza box already had like some like pieces like this that has like dotted perforated lines. So I'm just going to cut the perforated line straight down. Okay, think about eyes, how you want your eyes shaped, how you want your arms shaped. You don't have to give it one eye. You can do 3 eyes, 2 eyes, 5 eyes for all I care. You can do however many eyes you want. How many arms you want, if you want antennae or horns, how many legs you want. If you don't want any legs, you don't have to give it any legs. Tail if you want tail. Pardon me. Anyway, so right now I'm going to cut out my arms. So I'm going to give it 2 arms. Now, when you're doing arms and legs, this is the trick. When you're doing arms and legs, to give it what they call depth of field, to make it look like he's kind of 3-dimensional, you want to make the arm in the back and the leg in the back, if you're doing those, smaller than the ones in the front. So if you look, the leg here is bigger than the leg here, and the arm up here is bigger than the arm here. And that's so it looks like, you know, kind of 3D effect. So think about that when you're doing it. You want the ones in front to be bigger than the ones in the back. Okay. So this is going to be my front arm, or my front leg, and my back leg. Right? And then I'm going to do some arms. And I have some extra cardboard here that... So, how do I want my arms to look? I think I want to give my arms claws. I think I want my little hands to have claws. Why not? I mean, it is a monster, and monsters have claws, so... Well, my monsters have claws. I don't know what your monsters have in your imagination, but mine have claws. So I'm going to do claws for mine. And to do that, I'm going to need to cut some claws. So, I'm going to put those aside for a second. And I think I'm going to give my monster just a row of them. So it's easier if you do it like this. So if you're going to give claws, the easiest way to do it, no legs, my monster just bobs around. It says City Museum. That's great. That's a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to cut out claws for my arms. And so I got this line here. You got to measure like what your arm's going to look like. So right here, I'm moving all around today. All right, once I got it the size of my arm or my hand, I'm going to cut, you know, kind of triangle-y. Triangle-y? That's not a word. Anyway. Anybody that's watching, have you ever been to City Museum and been to Art City to make some of the creations that I've done? If so, leave a comment. Hello. Okay, so I have one little set of claws. So I'm going to set that aside with my arm. Make sure you don't get them confused. That aside. And then, where's my other arm? Set my other arm down. I do not have another arm yet. Cut one. Okay. Right? Yes. Okay. Cut another arm. So, I want my other arm to be smaller. Remember? Smaller. You don't want it bigger. You want it smaller. Okay. I'm making a mess here. Okay. Now I got that done. I need to make one more set of claws for the tiny arm that I have. When doing these, your workspace gets kind of cluttered from all the cardboard. I love cardboard, and we work in Art City with cardboard a lot. It's one of my favorite mediums because you can do so much with it. Here. More claws. Okay, now I have my claws for both hands, or both arms. I'm going to set those aside a second. And do I want to give claws to my toes? I think I do. I think I want my feet to have, toes, right? Here, and while you do this, you can kind of try to figure out how you want it. Okay, all right. That's a leg. City Museum is a fun place to go. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, so, oh, claws. I want to do claws. Okay, so for the little feet, I'm going to do teeny tiny little claws, because why not? Teeny tiny little claws are great. I like to make little teeny tiny things all the time. Okay, you know, I've always been one to say, even with my art, and this was earlier on when I first started my painting and making my art, and, you know, I was just starting to develop as an artist. I always used to say, hey, if I like it, somebody else has got to, right? And it still stands true today. Every day in Art City, you know, it still shows me that if I like it, somebody else has got to. Also, it also helps to think like a kid. Thinking like a kid is great. I never want to fully grow up. You fully grow up, you lose all that. And I think that's what City Museum's about too. Okay, so I got little claws for one of my legs. Huh, super cute. And I'm going to make one for the other. Okay. How many toes? Okay, he's got 3 toes. A 3-toed monster. How many toes is yours going to have if you had toes? City Museum said they don't have toes, so they're not doing legs. Okay, got those. Now what you want to do is we're going to cut out our body. So I'm going to start cutting it out. Also, what I like to do is, set this down a second before I do anything. I like to outline all my parts with Sharpie marker. Oh, it gives it really good definition when you do that. So once we get it cut out, what you want to do is we're going to outline everything again. I've always had this thing where when I make art, for some reason, if I don't outline it in black, to me, it doesn't look done. I don't know why that is. I have talked to other artists about it, and some other artists have told me that they feel the same way. But that's just me. That's how I do my stuff. Okay. All right. Set that aside. Don't forget we still have to make eyes. I'll do those in a second. Okay, so your legs and your arms. One of the bigger arm needs to be set aside, okay? So big arm gets set aside. You can, however, hot glue. Okay. You can hot glue the claws onto your arm so you don't lose them. So first things first, hot glue gun, hot glue the claws to your arm. Hot glue. Try not to burn yourself. If you're a little one, get your adult to help you if your hot glue gun is a little hotter than the little teeny tiny cool ones. So they do make cold hot glue guns. I think it might be called cold melt. That's right. That's right, Stephanie. I've always thought about what Bob had said about thinking like a kid. And it is really true. You think like that, and it really helps you with your job at the museum. And in life in general. Okay. All right. I guess you could hot glue all your little pieces. So I'm going to hot glue the claws on this one too. We're using it, might as well, right? Hope everybody's following me. Pardon me. Nose is itching today. All right. So, now look. Now both of my arms have claws. Ha! That's great. Okay. Now once you have your claws on your little arms, how about you just go ahead and put your claws on your legs too, because why not? So, hot glue my little claws onto my feet of my legs. Okay. Remember, keep your hot glue gun off your table. Leave it on a paper or something so that it's dripping, because mine likes to drip, onto the paper and not your table. It's just kind of messy. All right. One more leg with one more little claws. Do the tiny ones here. Now, okay. Now I got my leg, my little feet. Oh, my little feet. Okay. So next, let's cut some eyes. I don't know how many eyes you want, but I like lots of eyes. So you could just do whatever shapes you want. I think maybe I might do some round ones because I like the round ones. And I like to make them separate because you do them separate and it also adds to that 3D effect. So I'm doing some little round eyes here. See that? Okay. For some reason, the camera doesn't look uber bright today. So cut my eyes out. I probably should have colored them first. Maybe I'll do that. I am just all over the place today. So, I'm going to trace my eyes with the black marker. Okay. And then I'm going to color my my circles for my eyes, the pupils, and then I'm going to cut it out. Now I'm going to cut it out. Now I feel better. So cutting it out, little at a time. There we go. All my little eyes. And you could color your eyes whatever color you want. I like lots of eyes too, Stephanie. You could color them with the whites. You could make them red. Ooh, you can make them red. or yellow in the inside. I think I'm going to do white. I like to do white eyes on mine. Okay. Now, do you want a tail? Do you want a horn? I put horns on mine, so. My monsters always have horns. So here we go. I'll show you what it looks like. All right. Also, I was going to show you the eyes, so let me put these up there. There's the eyes. All right. Now cut out the horn if you made a horn or a tail or whatever you're making. You can give it antenna, little antenna on top of their head. You can make their eyes come off their head so it will be sticking up off the top of it. All right, and then a mouth. You need a mouth. So these mouths, I make like this. You can make them however you want. I always give my little character stitches. I don't know why. It's something I've always done. Okay, so this time I'm going to just give it maybe a normal little mouth. So I think I'm going to give it a big circle mouth. Big circle. And maybe I'll add some teeth. I don't think I've done one of these with teeth, so I'm going to add teeth to mine. Okay, and then cut it out. Cut it out. If you want to give it a nose, you can give your monsters noses or ears. If you want to give them ears, you can do that too. Ooh, I have a messy area. Okay. Maybe. So now you can start like placing it on your monster to figure out how you want it to look. So how do I want mine to look? Here. Horn. Eyes. Maybe. Okay. Once you get everything laid out, then you can start hot gluing it down. Once you figure out how you want it. Maybe I'll use that as a tail. Now listen, if you're doing tails, the tail gets glued on in the back. See that? So you want to hot glue that in the back. This one, all kinds of different looking little curly tails, whatever, in the back. Hot glued to the back. All right, I'm going to cut this off a little bit. I don't like the fact that this is so big. Okay. Hot gluing. So hot glue all of our pieces on, except for the large arm. Do not hot glue the large arm on. Okay. Remember that the little leg has to get glued in the back and the big leg gets glued in the front. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let me see which is which. Okay, little leg. Let me cut some off here. Little leg in the back. Uh-oh, I just dropped all my things. Try not to do that. Okay, back. And somehow I lost my horn. No, my horn's on there. Okay, do-over. Hot glue everything together first. Okay, so hot glue my mouth on. my eyes. We can color everything when we're done. Also, I'm doing this wrong. Do not pay attention to me with this. When you're doing hot glue, you never want to put hot glue on the little piece. You always want to put hot glue on the big piece. That way, you're not taking a chance of burning your finger on the tip of this glue gun, which is extremely hot. So, hot glue on the big piece. Drop your piece on. Big piece. Drop it on. And one more. Right here. There we go. This hot glue gun is extremely hot. Notice I'm touching the glue. It's because I have been doing hot glue for so many years. I have developed like a callus on my finger. So it doesn't really hurt me. But it probably hurts the average person to do that. So don't do that. Okay. All right. Now, so far, this is what I got. I got my little stuff hot glued to my creature. Now I'm going to do the legs. So remember, little leg in the back. So you're going to hot glue to the back. How do I want him to sit? So I want his little leg to be like this. You can kind of situate it the way you want it. Figure out what you're doing first. He's kind of funny looking. I think I need to make his leg a little more like that. He looks like he's got chicken legs. Okay. All right, hot glue him on here. This. And then hot glue is a little one onto the back. This is a pretty big piece of cardboard, so you're pretty okay to do this. Strings everywhere. And then attach the other leg to the back. This is what mine looks like so far. See how my leg in the back is littler than in the front. Okay. Woo, strings. All right, now you want to put your little hand in the back. So, little hand in the back. Here. Shouldn't need a whole lot. Should be okay with just a little hot glue. I always say less is more. Right? Little hand. All right, and then, sorry, I got hot glue that keeps dripping out onto my table. And then, for the big arm, I think first what we need to do is color everything. And the big arm can be last. Now, if you're doing like tails and things like that, you can add your tail too. Maybe I should do a tail. Let's do a tail for mine. I'm just gonna go with it. All right, this is gonna be my tail, and I'm gonna stick that on the back like so, but I need to, remember I need to outline it in black. I think that would be awesome too, Heather. Who knows? I guess we'll just have to see. Okay. All right. Also, I forgot to outline my legs and stuff. So I'm going to outline my legs now. Watch that table. Okay, outlining the claws. little circles and stuff to your monster if you want also. Now would be the time to like draw like little circles, little dots, anything you want to your monster before you color it. So I think I'm going to do that too while I'm here already. I might as well, right? I'm going to add circles to his arms because why not? And to his legs. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I hope everybody's doing okay with the project right now. Okay. There's that. Hot glue my tail on. Okay. Also outline my arm because I forgot to do that. I'm just forgetting all kinds of things today, aren't I? All right. Cardboard monsters. That's the project we're doing today. For anybody just joining, we're doing these. You will need cardboard, scissors, Sharpie marker, crayons or colored pencils, 1 paper clip, a set of pliers, hot glue or tape. And as always, feel free to share your projects with City Museum's Facebook page. Or I think you could do it on Instagram too with a hashtag, is it City Museum or City Museum St. Louis? I'm unsure which it is. If somebody could leave that in the description. Okay. Now, next step is we're going to color our monster. So what was I doing? I was doing pink in the beginning. So I'm going to start coloring my monster. The paper clip and the pliers are the very last thing to do, okay? So color my monster with my colored pencils. My favorite colored pencils, I love the Liquitex color pencils, and I also love the, what's the name of them? The Prismacolors. I like those a lot too. Crayola makes some really good colored pencils too. You can really blend with the Crayolas as well. Alright, color around my monster. Color around, color around, color around. I'm getting there. I think that little scribbles is really cute too. When you just scribble. Don't forget, when it starts to go low, you need to sharpen. If you're using colored pencils or crayons. Okay. There we go. Okay, so far I've got this done. Pink, little pink monster. Hashtag City Museum, there's my answer. So if you want to take a picture of your creation today and you want to post it on your Instagram, you can hashtag City Museum and it'll show up in the hashtag feeds of what you made today. And we would love to see those. All right. Oops. Save the table. Okay. You can also do like scribbles too, which I think I'm probably going to do on this for a little added something. You don't need to like fill it in because, you know, it looks pretty good like that. Okay, and then don't forget you want to do this to your arm too. Don't forget to color in your big arm that is not attached to the monster yet. So color in the big arm. And I'm going to color in my dots with red because I like red, and red looks good with the pink. Good contrasting color. Color all my circles in. Add stripes or whatever you're doing to yours. Make it nice and colorful. This little guy is going to be so cute when he's done, and I'm sure all of yours is too. Okay. I forgot to put dots on this one. That's okay. Okay, and then I'm going to color my claws. Do I want them to be white? Let's see. Let's see if I can color them white. Yeah, I'm going to color my claws white. Okay. And I think I want his little teeth to maybe be green. So I think I'm going to give him little green teeth. His little teethers. So for his little teethers, we're going to do green teethers. Green. Okay. Inside of his mouth, I'm going to make it a little melony color. I gave him teeth instead. I gave him teeth instead of lips. And I'll show you in just a second. I gave him a mouth with teeth. Okay. And then you can color the horn whatever color you want. I think I'm going to color its horn orange because I haven't done an orange yet, and I like orange. So orange and blue sounds good, right? Orange and blue? We'll do orange and blue. We'll give him a stripy horn. So orange and blue. So orange, every other. That's how we'll do that. Ha! He's funny. Okay. Next step, the arm. So, how you do this is figure out where you want it on here. I think I want mine about right there, right? And you're going to cut. This is the tricky part. You're going to fold your arm just a little bit, okay? However you made it. At the end where it's gonna like the hinge of the arm there, and you're gonna cut right. Hold on. Here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then you're gonna cut straight, like towards your claws. And this is where your clothespin is going to go through. But also, you're going to need a hole where it's going to fit on the monster too. So once you've got that cut, you're going to take a pencil and you're going to poke it through that hole. So you're going to poke it through this, right? So it's coming out like that. See that? And then you're going to put it where you want it. And then you're going to kind of just put like a little dot there so you know where you're going to cut that too. Okay? And then I'm going to have to fold it. Fold your monster if you can. If you can't, maybe if you have a pokey thing, you could do a pokey thing. And then you're also going to cut right there a hole. Hold it back up. So now I cut. See that? Cut that hole right there. So now what's going to happen is you're going to take your paper clip. Everybody following along, I hope. Take your paper clip and you're going to poke the end that doesn't have this on it. There's one side that'll be double and one side that won't. So you're going to take the side that isn't double, and you're going to push it through. Wait, take that back. Flip it around. The double side is going to be pushed through. So push the double side through so it'll look like that. See that? Can you see it? There we go. There we go. Just like that. Okay, and once you have that, this is where you stick the back side with the double part of the paper clip through your monster. So you want to hold this side, the front side, and then you want to push that other side through. Like that. So now my monster is both sides. Okay, now once you have both of these attached, you're going to take your pliers, and if you have 2 sets of pliers, you can use 2 sets just to hold it. Might be okay. Let's try it like this, and if it's not, then I'll have to fix it. And you want to bend your paper clip. So if you're a younger one and you're having problems, you might have to have your grown-up to do this for you, but you're going to bend the paper clip onto the arm there, right? That's going to hold your arm on. It's just a little something that it can kind of move a little bit, you know? Okay, and then the back side with the 2 that you have. See, I got 2. Can you see that? I'm having a hard time here. Okay, you're going to take one of those and you're going to pull it like that. So your paper clip will look like that. And now, if you need to, you can bend it with your pliers. Bend it with your pliers. Okay. And then I think I need to bend this paper clip just a little more in front, because I don't think it's all the way where I want it. Bendy, bendy. All right. Look at that. That's how it should do. Isn't that cute? And so that's how you make a little monster. Ha! Ah, thanks, Josh. Yeah, my daughter does look a lot like me. We get that all the time. Incidentally, she's also the only person, well, I don't know as of when, but for the longest time, she's the only one that did a commercial for City Museum when she was younger. Thanks for the compliment. Okay, so this is the little monster that we made. I hope everybody had so much fun making this. And if you didn't catch it all, you can catch it again on our City Museum page. Also, don't forget to check out our website. And you have a great day.